Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I truly appreciate it, like always. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you guys know the type of material that I cover. It's like a mixture of things, so like poetry, podcasts, history, dark deaths, a lot of crazy things. Because usually oftentimes when you click on someone's YouTube channel, you just see one type of content, but you know, I don't know what I'm doing yet on this channel. I'm just throwing stuff out there, you know. But my main thing is poetry, so if you really like poetry, tap in. But yeah, but let's get to what I'm gonna talk about today. So I'm gonna do a reaction video, but before I get to the reaction video, I just want to say that like I just did a video recently about, you know, what's going on in Palestine and Israel. And the reason why I never wanted to do YouTube in the beginning was because people who see your stuff won't appreciate it. You know, they're gonna like assume the worst in you. Because like my most recent video about 3 days ago was how a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I didn't know it would reach that many like views within a couple of days and whatnot. But that's not the point. The point is, like, you know, I had people saying that I was spreading hatred and propaganda, all because I was showing a narrative of how, you know, the Hamas members were, you know, giving the hostages back, but in a very interesting way. Because people would assume that these Hamas members would look crazy and like, you know, I don't know. It's just really weird, but people really thought that I'm like supporting the killing of innocent, you know, Jews and things like that. But I made it so clear in so many other videos that I am not here to spread hatred nor any propaganda. This person said that, like, he literally said, more people should be mad at this. And I'm like, what? Mad at what? For like an Arab trying to spread an awareness about a population of Arabs being killed and slaughtered and massacred and taken out of their roots, literally. The people who have walked those lands and pulled the olives out of the trees, and you know, who literally put in so much effort and love and blood, sweat, and tears into that land. And a lot of people don't know what's going on about Israel and Palestine. They just think just two people are fighting over land, but it's so much more than that. You know, I can get into like a deep rabbit hole about that, but at the end of the day, again, my content here is not to spread hatred toward any group of people. I condemn killing on both sides. I'm literally just a person trying to spread an awareness, that's all. Because those comments I was like responding back to, like, you know, that's what comes with being a content creator, you know. But it's just sensitive because I'm Muslim, and we already have a weight on our shoulders being Muslim Americans in America. You know, like, I don't want to go too deep, but you know, growing up, I was afraid to tell people I was Muslim because I literally, as a kid, was watching YouTube videos about 9/11 and, you know, hatred against Arab Americans, watching the war in Iraq and Syria, like Egypt, like Libya. Like, there's just so many Muslim countries I can name that I've just grew up just watching, and I'm like, wow, being Muslim is gonna be hard, you know. So yeah, I don't want to go too deep into this, like I said, in this whole like story and stuff like that, but I just want to let you guys know again, like, my content here is not to spark any outrage or anything like that. But again, thank you so much for being here. I just had to make that clear, and let's get to the reaction video. Alright, so this is the video. So as you guys can see, it's called The Testimony of Hostage Released from Israeli Prison. And before I even click on the video, I just find it interesting that like a lot of these videos that do come out, there's comments where people are like, oh, they're lying, you know, they're just trying to make it seem like they're victims and whatnot. But again, with my videos, I always just want to say that, like, study the body communication, look at the eyes, look at how he's talking. You know, like, you can tell whether or not someone is lying or if someone is exaggerating, okay? And yeah, if I wanted to say something else, might as well say it too, I don't care. But I was a kid and I saw videos and just like testimonies of prisoners in Iraq when the Iraq war was going on. A lot of Muslims were captured and a lot of crazy things happened, and I can't even describe to you guys due to YouTube's, like, you know, guidelines and stuff. But Some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know, but yeah, the things that he's gonna describe, I've seen it before. You know, like, I'm not trying to say it's like a dehumanizing tactic, but you do see seeds of dehumanization, you know, and how history repeats itself. So yeah, let's get into the video.
في البداية رحمة الله على الشهداء جميعا كل رجال وطن. للأمانة أنا خلفت وراي 7,000 أسير في حالة يرثى لها. إحنا 60 يوم ماشي من الشمس، 60 يوم
60 days.
وجبات الضرب صباحا ظهرا مساء بالشكل اللي ما تتخيلوه، ضرب على كل أنحاء الجسم، خصوصا في سجن النقب. سجن النقب مقبرة الأحياء. أكثر من 3,000 أسير موجودين في سجن النقب حاليا، منهم.
When were prison cemeteries, by the way? You know, like, that's like, just think about it. He is saying that these prisons in Palestine that have these people are like cemeteries. So that's such a statement right there itself. You know, prisons are supposed to be places where people, you know, can get back on their feet, you know, like, don't just, like he's saying, breaking their legs and this and that. So yeah, it's crazy.
يعني ناس مكسرة رجليها، ناس مكسرة ايديها، من ناس مفتحة رؤوسها. رحمة الله على الشهيد ابو غزالة، استشهد كان عندنا في القسم، استشهد في القسم 26. يعني نفسيا وجسديا ومعنويا احنا في حالة يرثى لها. انا يعني اليوم الصبح عرفت عن افراجي، ما بعرف عن افراجي، انا بعرف عن افراجي في شهر رمضان. فجأت الصبح قلت الافراج، ما صدقتش. حاليا انا مش مصدق، لانه انا بعتبر نفسي كما قال الله يخرج الحي من الميت، يخرج الميت من الحي. فاللي داخل مفقود واللي طالع مولود للامانه. فلازم تتفعل قضايا تخص الاسرى. الصليب لازم يزور، الصليب الاحمر لليوم مزار السجون، من مره مزار السجون. وضع السجون يرثى لها. الشباب مكسره، الشباب محطمه، ضرب على ابو جنب، تحرش جنسي بالمعتقلين، يعني تبقى لحد الاغتصاب. يعني ما بالغش لحد الاغتصاب.
I am not exaggerating.
شتم علينا 24 ساعة، تمزيق المصحف، تبول على المصحف، منعونا من الأكل، كنا ناكل وجبة في اليوم. أيام طويلة 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 كنا ننام في العراء في ملابسنا النصكم بفرشات على الأرض بدون غطاء.
Just imagine, just like he said, having no blankets, just the clothes that you have on, and they're very light, he said. So imagine like how cold it gets in those areas. These are not just like warm. It does get warm during the day, but nighttime it gets freezing in Palestine. So imagine just the excruciating pain that they have to go through, you know?
سحبوا منا كل شيء، حتى شبابيك الغرف سحبوها عشان يعرفوا ان الجو حاليا في الصحراء بارد. كنا ننام بعيد عنكم واحنا ماسكين ببعض. المية كانوا يقطعوها عنا، كانت المية توصلنا مية الشرب ساعة في اليوم. حمام السخن، انا اول امبارح حممت، انا من 15 يوم لم اعرف طعم الماء. شامبوهات، صوابين، اي شيء نظافه شخصيه ما كانت موجوده عندنا. نزعوا منا كل ملابسنا، الملابس اللي بلبسها اللي هي البلوزه البيضاء الى 60 يوم لابسها ما غيرتها. يعني الرائحه اللي انا شميتها ب 60 يوم لا تطاق، تعودنا عليها. يعني اليوم انا حطيت ريحه للامانه، يعني مش عارف. المنظر اللي انا فيه، منعونا من كل شيء. حلقه شعري من 60 يوم، حلقه شعري. وضع السجون سيء جدا سيء جدا. لازم المحاميين يزوروا كل المساجين الموجودين هناك. أسرى القدس، أسرى الداخل، أسرى الضفة الغربية. الوضع سيء جدا خصوصا في سجن النقب. بوصلكم رسالة وأمانة إلى السجون، المحاميين يزوروا السجون ويفعلوا القضايا، لأن الوضع في السجون سيء ويرثى له.
So yeah, that video to me was like, I just had to put that in there just because you could tell he had so much to say. He's been holding that in for so long, you know? And like with my whole like purpose of this podcast is like to give voice to the voiceless. This is like a perfect example of what I want to do with my channel, to like let people like that have a like just a minute or 2 minutes of our time just to show us how they've been living for a while, you know. These are not just prisoners that have been in prison for a week or 2 weeks. These have been prisoners that have been there for a while, you know, most oftentimes a while. So yeah, I just had to put it in there. And there's one more video that I'm gonna show you guys before I let you guys go. It's just, you know, this is a different perspective from another prisoner. So here it goes. All right, so this is the second video. So, title is They Assaulted All the Girls, Jailed for Posting a Palestinian Flag. And this is like no cap. Like, there's real life people getting arrested for just having Palestinian flags, you know? And it's just crazy because you don't hear the other side getting arrested for having those flags, you know? It's just really interesting. If you're gonna do one, you might as well do it to the other, you know? But yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm not spreading propaganda or hate or anything like that. So let's get to the video.
This Palestinian teen says she was abused under Israeli custody as retribution for Hamas's October 7 attack.
وبعدين لفوا علينا ورشونا غاز، احنا بنات صغار طفلات يعني
Young girls.
تدخل علينا وتضرب فينا، يعني تروح ترش غاز وتروح وترجع تروح وترجع، يعني 4 مرات رشينا غاز في الجنة في الوجوه، وانا كمان مسوي عملية في منخرب، يعني بكى معي كمان انا بتتنفس.
Zaina Abdo was reunited with her family after being released as part of an exchange deal between Hamas and Israel. Zaina is 18 years old. She was first arrested in 2021 when she was 16. Israel's locked up more than 12,000 Palestinian children in the last 20 years, and they often face physical and psychological abuse. Zaina's experience was no different, even before October 7th.
ضربوني، شتموني، اعتدوا علي، و6 أيام بس ولا لا أنام ولا إشي ولا أكل ولا أشرب، في غرف 4 عذبوني، وبعدين تهددوني في الكهرباء وهددوني في القتل، وبعدين ركزوا هنا منطقة الراس.
Zaina was charged with incitement on social media for posting a picture of a Palestinian flag.
Wow.
زي بيت يعني جميع الوطن، يعني هذا وطننا وهذا بالآخر هاي بالآخر أرضنا، يعني هم بينزلوا علم إسرائيل.
My point.
إشي عالي، بس إنه إحنا نيجي مثلا ندافع عن وطننا أو مثلا ننشر أي منشور بصيروا يقولوا مثلا إيش هذا مخرب وهذا بده يسوي هيك، يعني بيطلع عليك اتهامات أنت ولا عمرك سمعتها.
So yeah, that video was like a little bit longer. I just cut it right there just to show you guys again a narrative from a side that have been oppressed, you know? She's how old was she again? Like 16, 17 when she got locked up for posting a flag, you know? A flag that represents her home and her ancestors and all that beautiful stuff, you know? So again, thank you guys so much for watching this. Like, I want to elaborate so much more, but like I said, I just let the video talk for themselves, you know? There's no point of like saying the same thing over and over again, but one thing I'm never gonna get tired of saying is I pray that there will be peace, for everyone. So thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope you guys have a beautiful day or night, and thank you guys, like, really mean that from the bottom of my heart. And if this video triggered anybody watching this, I apologize. Like I said, it's just spreading awareness, and I hope you understand that. I truly do.